Okay, good morning, everyone. Last class, we had seen the basics of data representation. We started off with discussing display elements. Okay, we saw that display or data representation can be done by using LEDs, LCDs, neon lamps, etc. Yesterday, briefly, we discussed about light emitting diodes. Just briefly, we'll recap. This is my LED chip and LED lamp. There will be reflectors so that the light will travel only in one direction. As you can see, the LED bulb, it appears very bright to us. What it goes to indicate? You get a beam of light that is focused. So the intensity of light is brighter. At the same time, the current consumption is, or the power consumption is also very low. So LEDs are used as the display elements. LEDs require low voltages and low currents and are cheaper. These diodes, when forward biased, emit light over a certain band of wavelengths. The basic form of light emitting diode, the light emitted from the diode being enhanced in one direction by means of reflectors. Commonly used LED materials are gallium arsenide, gallium phosphide, or alloys of gallium arsenide and gallium phosphide. The most commonly used LEDs can give red, yellow, or green colors. When these LEDs are controlled through microprocessor, these are the most common indicators used in many of the mechatronic applications. Now, when I say mechatronic applications, those are mechatronic actuating devices plus some of the measurement system, some of the recording system. So all these come under a single banner, that is mechatronics. So we'll move to the next display element. Oh, a bit of more information about LEDs. As you can see, this is a common anode connection for LED. These are the 7 segments, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 segment display. So these are the diodes, and these can either have a common anode connection. So the positive terminal, as you can see, is the common anode, or they can be common cathode. The plate that you can see in the diode, it corresponds to cathode. So this can be a common cathode configuration. It can be common anode configuration. And these are the current emitting resistors which are used to limit the current. So this is the additional information about 7 segment display using light emitting diodes. We'll go to the next element, that is liquid crystal displays. Let us try to recap. As I've shown you the 7 segment displays, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the 7 segments A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, all the 7 elements arranged in such a manner that they can get you the numbers. Please listen to me very carefully. Now, each of these segments can either be lit by LED, or I can make use of a liquid crystal display element, isn't it? The calculators are the best examples of our liquid crystal display. As you can see, if you try to press the screen of the display, you can feel that there is liquid beneath that plate. Actually, those are there is a top plate and bottom plate. If you just open it up, don't break your calculator, but if you have the old unused calculator or any screen for that matter, you will find that you have the top plate, which is made up of some polymer material, and the bottom plate, and in between those two plates we have the liquid crystal. Now, as you can see, some crystalline materials you must have heard about: quartz, tourmaline. What is the typicality? One use of that crystalline material is that they can be used as piezoelectric material, isn't it? when some external pressure is applied across the faces of those crystalline materials, some voltage is developed. That is, we have seen during our transducer study. Now here, these liquid crystals or crystalline materials, they have one more optical property. What is that optical property? Please listen to me very carefully. What is that optical property? When the light is incident on such crystalline material, the plane of polarization will be there will be two planes of polarization in such crystalline materials. Now what is this polarization? During first year or during your college days, you must have studied about polarization. Now what is this polarization? If you take a normal light, if I try to draw a sketch of that light, if I want to represent that light in the form of, okay, I'll try to use some pen. I don't know how to use a pen. It is, what is that? Text. Okay. Okay. Let us try to show this. This is okay. Just be attentive. This is a light point, let us say. When it travels, the particles of light, let us say, those will start vibrating in various planes. I don't know whether this is quite clearly visible. I'll try to draw one more sketch. Let us say this is one plane of vibration of light. This is second plane of vibration of light. Let us draw third plane of vibration of light. This is, so it will have infinite number of planes of vibration. Suppose this light is traveling in this direction. If I put a plane in the path of light, and if we see, the light will be vibrating in various planes. So the light particles will be vibrating in this vertical plane. In infinite planes, the light will be vibrating. We are talking about polarization, remember. Now, when this light is passing through a plane of polarization. Now, what I say, the plane of polarization, for that, let us take the case of a, okay. If you take a string, wire or the rope, let us say, a rope, when you try to oscillate it, and you try to oscillate it in various places, what will happen? You'll see the waveform propagating from the held hand towards the fixed end. So if I just मी समजा असा rope हलवा लागलो, vibrate करालो, वेगवेगळ्या plane मध्ये vibrate करालो, okay? We'll see the waveforms in various directions, whereas the wave is propagating in forward direction. In the similar way, the light also propagates. Now, if I take a cardboard having a vertical slit in that cardboard, and मग तो दोरा भी त्यातनं त्या cardboard मधून घातला, and I ask someone to hold that cardboard which has got vertical slit, and once again I start vibrating, oscillating that rope, what will happen? Up to that cardboard, the rope will be vibrating in various planes. Now, when it passes through that cardboard, which has got only vertical slit, what will happen just beyond that cardboard? What will happen? Even though I am giving vibrations in various planes, after the cardboard, the rope will be oscillating only in one plane, that is vertical plane, because I have got vertical slit, isn't it? So prior to my cardboard, I have the rope vibrating in various planes, and after the cardboard, the rope is oscillating only in one plane, vertical plane, isn't it? So this is similar to what is called as polarization. The light prior to the polarizing plane is oscillating in all the directions, and once it passes through that plane of polarization, the plane of polarization can be vertical, can be horizontal. I can adjust my plane of polarization. So plane of polarization, what it does, it allows the vibrations only in one plane. So what is the meaning of this polarization? The plane of polarization. In this case, we had considered vertical plane of polarization. Now, practically in optical elements, we will not be having physically a slit, a cardboard with a slit, but there will be some optical filters. What they do, they will filter out the light vibrations in all the planes, and they'll allow the light oscillations or light vibrations only in one plane. It can be vertical plane, it can be horizontal plane, or plane at any angle. The plane of polarization can be adjusted at any angle. So if we consider the plane of polarization to be vertical, what will happen? The light which is oscillating in various planes, in infinite number of planes. Okay, point source of light, the light is oscillating in number of planes. When it passes through the optical polarizing element, what will happen? It will start oscillating only in one plane. So this is what is called as polarization, and it is called as plane of polarization, where the vibrations of light are restricted only in one plane, that is plane of polarization, that is called as a polarizer. Okay, so I can have the plane of polarization as vertical or plane of polarization as horizontal. Now what relevance it has got here? Yes, it has got relevance here. Now if I just go to the next sketch, okay, just be attentive. So this is the top plate of the liquid crystal display, and this is the bottom plate. Please be attentive. This is the top plate and this is the bottom plate. What you can see, the top plate acts as a polarizer having plane of polarization in this direction, and the bottom plate, we are talking about liquid crystal display. We have the top surface, the bottom surface, and in between I have got liquid crystal material, or the liquid with crystalline properties. Crystalline properties with some crystalline optical properties as well. So this is the top plate has got plane of polarization as horizontal or this direction, and the bottom plate has got plane of polarization which is perpendicular to the top plate. Okay, so here to the top and bottom plate presently the voltage supply is not given, remember. Now without voltage supply, what will happen when the light is incident on this top plate? Okay, so what will happen? Prior to this plate, the light will be oscillating in n number of directions, isn't it? When it passes through this polarizer, what is the meaning of this polarizer? The light will be allowed to pass only through this plane of polarization. Remember the rope analogy I told you. So this optical filter will allow the light to oscillate only in this direction. Okay, so when it passes through this polarizer top plate, it will pass through light. You will see the light oscillating only in this plane. Okay, so thereafter, because of the optical properties of the molecules of liquid crystal, as I said, these crystalline materials, let it be solid material, let it be liquid material, they have a typical property of altering their planes of polarization on their own. Okay, so unless and until acted upon by some electric field. Okay, so in the first case, as you can see, let us forget about this. Let us say that this crystalline material is not having any optical property. What will happen? The light will be passing only in this plane, and it will fall on this bottom plate, whose plane of polarization is perpendicular to this plane of polarization. What will happen? Please be attentive. What will happen? The light is falling in this plane, right? And when I have got, so to say, a slit, having the slit in this direction, so that light will not pass through the bottom plane, isn't it? So if you observe from this end, there will be dark band that will be seen. In which case, when that crystalline material is not affecting the light which is oscillating in one plane. Okay, now what happens practically is this crystalline material, what they do, they show their colors, or they alter the planes of polarization. So what happens? Originally the light was oscillating in this plane. When it passes through this liquid crystalline material, its plane of polarization just it alters. So it alters. What happens when it comes near to the bottom plate? What happens? This will be slightly inclined. Originally it was oscillating in this plane. Now it is oscillating in this plane. So there will be some passage of light through this bottom plane. Some passage of light means what? The light is transmitted because the planes of polarization are altered. So in that case, what will happen? The light will transmit. Let us come back to our display of a, let us say, a calculator or a screen. What will happen when I have not applied any external power supply? What will happen? It will appear white or bright, right? So because the light is transmitting from top plate to bottom plate, and we can see the light, maybe it is backlit. So when you see आपला calculator आपण वरून बघतो, त्याच्या bottom पासून light पाठवलेला आहे, and that light is transmitted, and you can see as the observer, right? ही तुमची बघायची दिशा, right? From the observer, you can see the light as it is. Now let us say that we have a 7-segment display, okay? And I want to display, and each of segment has got one liquid crystal, let us say, just to understand the concept. So we had 7 segments. Please be attentive. We have got 7 segments, and each of the segment has got liquid crystal. Okay. So each of the segments, जेव्हा आपण कॅल्क्युलेटर एक बटन दाबतो, एक दाबला नंबर, तर काय दिसतं आपला? आपण नंबरिंग काय दिलं होतं आठवा, ABC, मे बी B आणि C, दोज have become darker. म्हणजे काय? डार्कर म्हणजे काय? There is no passage of light. डार्क म्हणजे काय? ब्लॅकिश दिसतं म्हणजे काय? There is no passage of light. In rest of the 5 elements, there is passage of light. म्हणजे काय झालं? In rest of the elements, the supply is not given. Rest of the elements supply is not given, right? And that's why the light is passing through. त्यामुळे स्क्रीन तुम्हाला ब्राइट दिसतोय. फक्त एक एलिमेंट बी आणि सी तो डार्क दिसतोय. म्हणजे काय? लेट अस कम टू दिस स्केच नाउ. When the voltage is applied, म्हणजे मी जेव्हा बटन दाबतो कॅल्क्युलेटरचं, एक दाबतो, तेव्हा what happens? I am applying voltages to element B and element C. So what has happened here? Just be attentive here. The voltage is applied across top plate and bottom plate. Now these liquid crystal molecules are aligned with this top plate, where I have got the plane of polarization as horizontal plane of polarization. याच plane बरोबर हे जे liquid crystal molecules आहेत ते align झाले. म्हणजे काय? When that light falls on this bottom plate, त्याचा plane कुठला असणार आहे? Horizontal असणार आहे. Because all these liquid crystal molecules are aligned with this direction. त्यामुळे इथं पडताना the light will be falling in this plane only, horizontal plane only. पण माझ्याकडे इथं बॉटम प्लेटला प्लेन ऑफ पोलरायझेशन कुठला आहे? परपेंडिक्युलर टू दिस टॉप प्लेट. व्हॉट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दॅट? म्हणजे सो टू से स्लिट व्हर्टिकल आहे आणि लाईट पडतो हॉरिझॉन्टली, मग तो लाईट पास होणार का? नो. सो व्हेन द व्होल्टेज इज अप्लाइड अक्रॉस द प्लेट, व्होल्टेज कधी अप्लाय करणार? मला एक डिस्प्ले करायचं आहे, तर एलिमेंट बी आणि सी ला आय विल बी अप्लाइंग व्होल्टेजेस. एलिमेंट बी आणि सी मध्ये काय होईल? I'll be getting, as the light is not transmitted. मी जेव्हा इकडून बघतो, there is no light that is coming out from the second plate because the plane of vibration of light elements is horizontal. Where I have got a filter which is oriented, whose axis of polarization or plane of polarization is oriented in the vertical direction or in this plane. त्यामुळे light, there is no light coming out of it. No light म्हणजे काय? मला जो element बी आणि सी डार्क दिसतोय, म्हणजे त्या एलिमेंट बी आणि सी मध्ये लाईट पास होत नाही. म्हणजे व्हॉट हॅपन्स इज, व्हेन आय वॉन्ट टू डिस्प्ले वन, आय अप्लाय व्होल्टेज अक्रॉस दीज टू एलिमेंट्स बी एंड सी, लिक्विड क्रिस्टल डिस्प्ले एलिमेंट्स और सेगमेंट्स बी एंड सी. तिथे काय होणार आहे? देयर विल नॉट बी एनी पॅसेज ऑफ लाईट. म्हणून काय होईल? तेवढे फक्त 2 एलिमेंट बी आणि सी दोज अपियर डार्क आणि तुम्हाला दिसतो काय नंबर 1 नंबर दिसला. तसाच इफ आय वॉन्ट टू शो 2, बघा आपण बॅक लास्ट लेक्चर मध्ये वी हॅव सीन एलिमेंट ए बी मे बी सी होता का जी होता, जी एफ, ते 2 दाखवण्यासाठी जे एलिमेंट्स मला डार्क पाहिजे होते त्या त्या एलिमेंट्सला आय विल बी अप्लाइंग voltages so that there will be no light passing through those elements. आणि मग काय दिसतं, व्हाईट स्क्रीन आहे आणि त्याच्यावर मला 1 दिसतो एलिमेंट बी अँड सी. तसंच 2 साठी ते एलिमेंट जे डार्क दिसतात तिथे तिथे मी व्होल्टेजेस अप्लाय केलेले. नाउ दिस इज हाऊ माय लिक्विड क्रिस्टल displays those numbers. Hope you have understood. Let us go through. The liquid crystal displays do not produce any light of their own, but they rely on reflected light or transmitted light. The liquid crystal material is a compound with long rod-shaped molecules, which is sandwiched between 2 sheets of polymer containing microscopic grooves. The upper and lower sheets are grooved in directions at 90 degree to each other. Planes of polarization बद्दल बोललो आपण. Plane of polarization, हे plane of polarization horizontal आहे, हे plane of polarization vertical आहे. म्हणजे these planes of polarization are at 90 degree. So the molecules of the liquid crystal material align with the grooves in the polymer and adopt a smooth 90 degree twist between them. When the plane polarized light is incident on the liquid crystal material, its plane of polarization is rotated. When the plane polarized light is incident on the, इथे या दोन्हीच्या मध्ये काय, I have got liquid crystal material. काय होतं, the planes of polarization are rotated by the molecules. Okay. The molecules of liquid crystal material align with the grooves in the polymer, adopt a 90 degree twist between them. When the plane polarized light is incident on the liquid crystal material, its plane of polarization is rotated as it passes through the material. Thus, if it is sandwiched between 2 sheets of polarizer with their transmission directions at right angles, the rotation allows the light to be transmitted, and so the material appears light. And secondly, if an electric field, this figure B, if an electric field is applied across the material, the molecules become aligned with the field, and the light passing through the top polarizer is not rotated and cannot pass through the lower polarizer, but becomes absorbed. The material then appears dark. Same thing we discussed in details. So this is how liquid crystal display can be used as a display element. Let us move further to printers. We have been using these printers over the years. These are the data representation elements in our mechatronic devices. So apart from display, I want some data to be displayed on the screen, or I want to record that data, or I want to have a printout, black and white copy or color copy of my data. So in such cases, printers and recorders are used. 4 types of printers and recorders we'll be studying briefly. Dot matrix printer, inkjet printer, bubble jet printer, and laser printer. We'll see one by one what are these different printer types. The dot matrix printers, Epsonचा printer होता, आठवत असेल तर बघा. So that Epson printer, त्याला काय होतं, it used to have a head, आणि मग you have the paper rolled between, the paper is rolled between the rollers, आणि मग काय व्हायचं, between the head त्याच्यावर आपल्या टाइपरायटरचे खिळे जसे असतात और इम्प्रेशन जसे असतात तसे इम्प्रेशन्स होते, and there used to be a ribbon असायची, त्या ब्लॅक कलरची किंवा रेड कलरची जी रिबन आहे in between. So that head used to make impact against the ribbon, and beyond the ribbon you had the paper, and पेपरच्या मागे तुमचा रोलर होता, राइट. मग हा जेव्हा इम्पॅक्ट करेल रोलर आणि त्यावेळेला जो लेटर असेल, सपोज लेटर ए आहे, I want to have a printout of letter A. My head used to make impact on the ribbon, and ribbon will be moving close to the paper, and it will be creating impression. त्यातली इंक जी आहे हे मेटॅलिक लेटर्स आहेत आणि रिबन मधली इंक जी आहे ती ट्रान्सफर व्हायची. इट यूज टू गेट ट्रान्सफर्ड ऑन द पेपर, राईट. आणि मग आपल्याला ते प्रिंट मिळते, राईट. सो लाईक वाईज दॅट हेड कॅन बी रोटेटेड इन व्हेरियस डायरेक्शन. मग त्या हेडवर वेगवेगळे लेटर्स असायचे, वेगवेगळे सिम्बॉल्स असायचे, वेगवेगळे नंबर्स असायचे, आणि त्याप्रमाणे I used to get. This is how your dot matrix printer creates an impression on the page. Okay, त्याच्या मागचं मेकॅनिझम आपल्या सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे. रोलर्स सगळे सिंक्रोनाइज असतात. एक लाईन टाईप झाली की बरोबर त्याचं इंडेक्सिंग होतं रोलरचं, आणि मग नेक्स्ट लाईन टाईप होते, थर्ड लाईन टाईप होते. ॲज दॅट यू कॅन हॅव व्हेरियस सेटिंग. लेट अस सी द प्रिन्सिपल. डॉट मॅट्रिक्स प्रिंटरचा हेडचा मेकॅनिझम कसा आहे बघा. इट्स व्हेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. हा जो प्रिंट निडल आहे ज्याच्या पुढे माझे लेटर्स आहेत, ओके, इम्प्रेशन्स, गाईड ट्यूब आहे, आणि मग ही हॅमर ऍक्शन होते. ओके, मे बी अन इलेक्ट्रोमॅग्नेट आहे ह्याच्या मागे ऍक्च्युएट करणारा. जसं मी सिग्नल जातो प्रिंटरला सिग्नल की त्याप्रमाणे मग दिस सॉलिनॉइड will get activated and it will just press that head against the paper. आणि त्या पेपर आणि प्रिंट निडलच्या मध्ये we have got inked ribbon, and this print needle used to create impression on the paper. Well, if you're interested, you can do the mechanical analysis also. You can browse through the net and find out the dynamic analysis of printer head. People have done analysis, but just to have the understanding of dynamics of this print head, you can do mechanical analysis. Okay, so this is overrun spring and return spring. Okay, the dot matrix printer has a print head which consists of either 9 pins or 24 pins in vertical lines. ह्याचा काय उपयोग आहे? 9 पिनचा मला जे प्रिंट आउट मिळेल ते असं थोडंसं ब्लर मिळेल किंवा असं तुटक तुटक मिळेल. पण 24 पिनचा जेव्हा प्रिंटर हेड होता त्याला तुम्हाला अगदी लाईन, कम्प्लीट लाईन, म्हणजे इंकजेटनी किंवा लेझरनी मला जशी कम्प्लीट लाईन मिळते. with 24 pin it gives me more resolution. 24 pin printers give me more closer dots. जो A जो काढलेला आहे मी किंवा B जो काढलेला आहे तो डॉट 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 9 पिन प्रिंटर मध्ये those dots were visible. In 24 pin head printer those dots are not visible, but you can see it as a continuous line. म्हणजे अगदी व्यवस्थित टाइप केल्यासारखं completely. So dot matrix printer has a print head which consists of either 9 or 24 pins in a vertical line. Each pin is controlled by an electromagnet. Each pin is controlled by an electromagnet which, when turned on, propels the pin onto the inking ribbon. Propels the pin onto the inking ribbon. This transfers a small blob of ink. Small blob of ink, a dot of ink, some small blob of ink onto the paper behind the ribbon. Yeah, ribbon वर it used to create this ribbon मधली शाई जी है used to get transferred. So this transfer a small blob of ink onto the paper behind the ribbon. A character is found by moving the print head in horizontal lines back and forth across the paper and firing the appropriate pins. So this is how this dot matrix printer works. Okay, friends, we'll stop for today.